Hey folks, I want to apologize in advance if I sound like trash because I've been extremely sick for the last 4 or 5 days and just got home from my first day back at work just a couple minutes ago. But yeah, so let's get into this. So for this discussion post, we're to explore the importance of communication in nursing. As we're all well aware at this point, effective communication is one of the most valuable tools in the nurse's bag. Communicating empathy, clearly explaining complicated and foreign topics, delivering concise instructions, and many things like this are just a few of the ways that we use communication every day to further our practice as nurses and to help our patients. So let's dig a little bit more into why this value is so important to us as nurses. According to Merriam-Webster's dictionary, communication can be defined as the process or act of exchanging, expressing, or conveying information and ideas through writing, speaking, and gesturing. This explains clearly the act of communication, but it doesn't really explain the purpose that we give when speaking to patients, peers, doctors, and administration. As one of the most trusted professions in the United States, our words carry weight that others simply do not. For that reason, we must wield them with care. Phrases we use, information that we impart or choose to neglect, even the care team members that we decide to contact, can directly impact the outcomes in the lives of our patients. Ineffective communication can lead to confusion, misunderstanding of instructions, or sometimes even inappropriate treatments. Communicating with confidentiality and with intent are also incredibly important to us as nurses. We must recognize that we're part of a trusted and respected group of healthcare professionals, and as such, we obviously have access to privileged information. We must treat this information as sacred. Likewise, communicating with intent to provide therapeutic benefit should also always be at the forefront of our minds. Oftentimes, this means the nurse is showing care or empathy to a patient, but others this can mean being steadfast in our boundaries with both our patients and providers, or giving the hard-to-hear information to a patient in an uncomfortable situation. In every instance, though, the nurse's end goal should always be the benefit of the patient. While we all find our voices eventually, at least I hope, because I'm still catching mine, either as the lackadaisical buddy-buddy nurse, the hardline by-the-books nurse, or probably more somewhere in between for most of us, it's important to keep these ideas in mind as we find those voices. Regardless of our seniority in the hospital, many patients are going to look up to us as pillars of truthful information, and it's up to us to uphold that standard and provide the best communication that we can to our patients and, of course, to our peers as well. So that's, I think, just a little bit about communication, why I think that it's important in nursing. And I hope that brings about some thought for everybody. Have a good night.